G'day and welcome to this New Year's edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Smash. I'm Lachlan, Cowlishaw. Beside me is Ben Martin. He's been on holidays. How are the holidays, Ben?
Very good. It's good to be back, though. It's good to be back.
It is first sports mash of the year. Plenty of news to get through here. First cab off the rank on this edition of the Sports Mash is Aaron Finch. He's playing for Australia. Got his Australian one-day berth. He's played 2 matches. Hasn't had the best start, but he played in Australia's win against Sri Lanka at the MCG on Friday. Convincing win there. Finchy made 16 off 28 balls. And then yesterday he played against Sri Lanka again at the Adelaide Oval. Australia lost quite convincingly and Finch only made the 5. So we're yet to see whether he'll remain in the Australian squad or he might return to the Melbourne Renegades, who play a Big Bash League semi-final against Brisbane Heat tomorrow night. So that's an interesting choice there for the Australian selectors, and for Aaron, we will watch with great interest as to what happens there. Now, Ben has some basketball news for us.
Yeah, we'll kick off with the basketball news straight into the Country Basketball League, the first game back for 2013. Not the greatest start for the COLAC Cougars for the year, though. They lost to the Warrnambool Seahawks, a young team. The Cougars only had 7 players in a pretty undermanned match in the trip to Warrnambool, without players like Nathan Lemke, Matt O'Dowd, Matt Williamson, among others. Lukey Hellman, another one. But Marcus Lachlan continued his stellar season with 15 points. Sean Dell, playing against the big guys under the basket, he had 8 points in the 54-92 loss. So a bit of work to do. They've got 2 games left for the season. They take on Horsham in COLAC this Sunday.
That's right. Now, into the Pier-to-Pub news. One of the big events of the year, of course. It kicked off over the weekend. They had the Mountain of Surf and the Pier-to-Pub. We've just got the Pier-to-Pub result for you. Sam Shepherd got a bit of revenge, I suppose. He finished second last year, but he finished first this year, claimed his 3rd Pier-to-Pub men's division title, while New South Wales athlete Eliza Smith won the women's event, and that was her first Pier-to-Pub win. There was plenty of COLAC district athletes out there, big field of 5,000 competitors, and the organisers, of course, as they would said, it was a great event. What happened in the bowls, Ben?
The first matches back for the 2013 round 13 in Corangamite Bowls division action. Some pretty big results to kick off the year, which is great to see. None bigger than Lorne's upset victory against Camperdown Golf. Lorne,
yes,
obviously bottom of ladder, trying to stave off relegation. This brings them back sort of in touch with the other round the bottom of the mix. So they beat 4th place Camperdown Golf 3 rinks to 1. This was at Camperdown Golf as well, 89-76. So they've still got to get a couple more wins up before the rest of the season. But here's to hoping they can notch up a couple more and stay in Division 2. In the other matches at the weekend, Camperdown defeated Cobden 3 rinks to 1, 118-70 at Camperdown. Second place COLAC survived a narrow victory against Simpson. Simpson's other one is trying to sort of push their way up the ladder, and this probably a bit disheartening, this one here, but they shared 2 rinks all. COLAC had 84 shots to Simpson's 77. Another upset victory of the weekend was Apollo Bay's away victory against Central. They travelled to COLAC and knocked off Central 3 rinks to 1, 96-74. So that's a valuable confidence boost for the Coastal Club. And in the final game for the weekend, top side City defeated 3rd place Winchelsea at COLAC 3 rinks to 1, 121-74. So a pretty convincing win there, and definitely a bit of work to do for Winchelsea, who are a little bit out of sorts at the moment. So all the best to those boys.
Let's quickly go over the 2020 Grand Final that was played yesterday before we get into round 10 Saturday cricket. Illawarra took on Stonyford. Illawarra made 137, Dave Jackson 31, Jake Carmody 25, Levo Adair had 2 for 15. Stonyford, they were 6 for 80 odd at one stage, and they almost got there but not quite. They finished on 126. Paul Menzies top scored with 18. Nick Hay, Jeff Percy and Ian Scoble took 2 wickets each for Illawarra. So that means Illawarra goes to the SunGold Cup in Warrnambool on the Australia Day weekend. They'll play a preliminary game on Sunday. We believe that's against the winner of the Portland competition. If they win that, they go to a semi-final on Monday. If they win that, they play the final on Monday afternoon. So a big weekend, or a couple of weekends ahead there for the Illawarra boys. And to finish off now, we've got the Saturday cricket scores, round 10, as I said, of CDCA Division 1 action. COLAC took on Warrior. It was day 2 on Saturday. COLAC had made 261 last week. Warrior finished on 141. COLAC batted again and made 5 for 99 after reversing their batting order. So a big win there for COLAC. Some of the notable scores: Stewie Sutherland scored the first century of the season, and it was his first century in Division 1 cricket. 111 111. Phil Borg had 56. Luke Considine had 32. Darren Murrell was the leading wicket taker in the first innings with 4 for 30 for Warrior. Jared Stinchcombe and Darcy Lang, they were the notable batsmen in Warrior's innings. Jared made 47, Darcy made 21. Aidan Spence, the leading wicket taker, 4 for 21, and Alex White, 3 for 10. In the final innings, Adam Harris 42 and Jason Strand 43. Darcy Lang 2 for 4. So a bit of work there to do for Warrior, but COLAC looking pretty set for finals at this stage. They probably just need to win one more game to ensure they finish top position. Stonyford versus Illawarra. Stonyford made 181 last week. They were a bit disappointed with that. They thought their backs might be up against the wall. Not the case. Illawarra all out for 141. Bit of an upset loss just based on form. Stonyford went into bat again 5 for 110. Some of the notable scores, Levi Dare 35, Nathan McNamara 30 in the first innings. Mick Embry 5 for 69, great bowling there. Jeff Percy, Jeff Cole 49 and 24 for Illawarra. James Menzies 4 for 34, and in the final innings there, Joe Dare top scored with 40. City United versus COLAC West is our final game of the round. City United 146 last week. Very disappointed with that. COLAC West got very close last week and they finished on 204, led by Ben Shaw's 86 and Carl Winchcombe's 56. Some very good batting there from those boys. Jack Williams made 30 in the first innings for City United. Lee Garner made 25 and Dale Menzies took 3 for 23. City United got to bat again. 604 they were in their second innings. Caden Newton found some form, 52 runs, and Joel Menzies 3 for 28 was the bigger of the bowlers. So tough loss there for City. COLAC West in the 4 and looking a decent chance for finals, but there's plenty of teams around that mark. Now for our favourite part of the show. Let's get excited. It's the COLAC Herald Sportsperson of the Week. And this week's, there was a couple of contenders, Sam Shepherd, Lorne, Peter Pub. Well done. He's won it before though. So we've given it to Stewie Sutherland for making that 111, Ben.
That's right. It was the first ton of the CDCA season, as we mentioned before. And a very classy performance there by Stewie. As part of a pretty good partnership there with Phil Borg there. So look, it's just hard to go past the first ton of the season. Get excited about it. Hopefully there's a few more to come before the end of the season.
He certainly promises there will be. So that's it from Ben and I for this week. COLAC Herald Sports Mash. We'll catch you next week with all the action.
See ya.
See ya.